We are kicking off a big night of showbiz newsmakers by keeping up with the Jenners. We know 17-year-old Kendall and 15-year-old Kylie Jenner as the younger sisters of the Kardashians, and there's so much more that we want to know, that we need to know from them tonight, including all about their brand new careers as two of the youngest fashion designers in America. They are just launching their spring collection. It's called Kendall and Kylie. It's hitting PacSun stores this week. They're here with us in New York tonight to hang out, getting ready for the big snowstorm that's going to really wreak havoc on this town and hopefully not your plans for your big launch. But
exactly.
It's great to have you guys here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So, of course, everybody always talking about your family, but lately, of course, everybody is talking about Kim because she's pregnant. So I need to know right off the bat, how's she doing? How's she feeling?
She's doing amazing.
She's doing great.
Yeah.
She's not too big yet, but so it hasn't really hit me, but she's doing good.
Well, what's the experience been like for the family since learning that news? Because obviously it's really big news. I don't know if you were expecting it, maybe not, but has the family just been so over the moon excited? I certainly know that your mom is.
No, so excited. I had no idea for a while. I think Kylie was like one of the first ones to know out of everybody, or Courtney and then Kylie.
No, I was the first one.
Oh, okay. So she was the first one to know. I found out Christmas Eve. I had no idea, and she told me Christmas Eve at our Christmas Eve party. But yeah, we're really excited. I mean, really good for her.
And being an aunt is actually pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I love
So
it.
cool.
At such a young age, you know, that's mind-blowing to a lot of people. I don't think
Yeah.
I became an uncle till I was in my 30s, which
Yeah.
was very recently, of course. Now, unfortunately, you know, we want the best for Kim, and I know it's been stressful for her for a lot of different reasons, but she really wants the divorce settled. That is something a lot of people have been talking about, and she's talked a great deal about it. I watched your mom, Chris, on The View saying that the stress is starting to affect her, and I want to watch a bit of that with you, if we could roll that.
Kim has been going through this divorce. For 72 days they were married, and then it's been months and months and months, a year and a half, you know, trying to do that. So she has been under a lot of stress because of it. And so the doctors just told her she had a really tough week, and they said, you know, the stress is going to be a big problem if she doesn't be careful.
Yeah, I have to imagine it's tough watching your sister dealing with that level of stress. What's that been like?
I mean, I think she's handling it really well. But yeah, I mean, it's just not cool.
Has it been tough for you seeing her go through this?
I mean, of course, she's our sister. I want her to be happy, and I know she obviously wants to be divorced. So I feel like I just want it to all work out as soon as possible.
And be over.
Especially since she's pregnant, I don't want the stress or anything, so.
Yeah, and look, the one thing that we've seen about Kim throughout the years is her level of resilience, right? I mean, she is somebody who has dealt with some tough stuff in the past and always manages to rise above it. You do want, obviously, for someone not to be stressed out when they're expecting. And of course, she's having a baby with Kanye West.
Yes.
You know, everybody is even more excited about this. This is going to be one of the most closely watched pregnancies, perhaps in history, next to the royal family. Do you think it's bigger than the royal family?
I don't know. It's pretty close.
What's it been like having Kanye now a part of the family? I mean, I know you guys have known him for years, but it takes on a different tone when they're officially in a relationship and now going to be parents together.
He's been great.
He's very caring.
I like
love
him a lot,
Yeah.
so.
What do you think is the biggest thing that would surprise people about Kanye? Because we know him largely one-dimensionally. You know, we know either from sitting and interviewing him and however much he wants to reveal, but seeing him in that sort of family home life, what do you think would surprise us?
I think he is definitely very family-oriented. He fits in great with the family. We like him a lot. He's very cool.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart.
Very kind-hearted.
A sweetheart.
Yes. Kind-hearted, yeah.
No, good to know. You guys obviously have to deal with a lot of tough stuff being said about you. Look, it's part of being in the public eye, right?
Yeah.
And you have learned from your family how to deal with that along the way. You guys in particular, though, have had to deal with some really unfortunate stuff that I've always wondered why people put this stuff out there, and I know you do too. Nasty rumors. And Kylie, you just went on this Twitter rant slamming those reports about people saying that Bruce Jenner's not really your father, that your parents are about to divorce. Would you mind if I read your tweet? There it is right there.
You can.
You said, yes, my father is my father. And no, my parents aren't getting a divorce. You guys can't believe any of these magazines. It's all BS. To whoever took the time to type those words onto that magazine, do you have a heart?
I went on.
Good for you.
No, I don't even care that much But to think, like, they go after my sister Chloe, saying her father isn't her father, but, like, to think someone will, like, legitimately write a story about a 15-year-old, it doesn't hurt me, but, like, if they wrote it about anyone else that's really sensitive to that stuff, like, imagine the things a 15-year-old could do. Like, imagine if someone was, like, to the extreme. Imagine if someone was, like, suicidal. Like,
somebody who doesn't quite have their stuff together. Or look, 15 is young. You guys have had to learn to be wise beyond your years at a pretty young age.
I'm used to it, but, like, someone who's not, like, imagine if someone was saying, your father isn't your father, or even worse, and then they took that to heart, and then, like, actually thought that their father wasn't their father, or it's mind-blowing to me.
Well, you certainly reacted in a way I think a lot of people were applauding. But when you do something like that, look, anybody who may not be in the spotlight can go on Twitter and write anything they want. With your family, there's a bigger consideration. Do you have to go to, I don't know, a publicist, a team member, your mom, and say, hey, look, I'm going to do this?
No, I just
Are you going to sign off? Or you just do it yourself?
I just went off. Like, it wasn't for me. It was just for, like, everyone else, too. Because it's the divorce rumors, everything, I'm over it. Like, the divorce, especially with my parents, like, those rumors have been going for a while. That's just annoying. So I don't think any of us have been outspoken about that until recently.
All right. Well, good for you.
Thank
I
you.
hope you'll keep telling people how you feel
you.
about that. And look, especially divorce. You know, no kid wants to hear. I don't care how famous you are. No kid wants to hear that their parents are splitting up, especially when it's not true.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Let's take a look at you guys in action. This was a bonus scene from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Charles, can we roll that?
Kylie, that's my jacket and my necklace, okay? No, hugs aren't going to get you anywhere, doll. I love you, but you can't continue to take the stuff out of my closet. And what do you have on? Oh, really? My Louis Vuitton sandals? You guys, it's not a store up there. It really makes me mad.
You're our mom. Like, we don't need to hide something.
Just because I gave birth to you doesn't mean that you're entitled to every single thing that I bring into this house. What are you doing, Kylie?
You're dressed very sexual today.
Sexual? I'm seductive.
You don't dress your age sometimes.
You do speak your mind, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, we're just, I don't know. She's our mom. We like to, keep her in line sometimes.
It does seem from an outsider's perspective, and we get to look in quite a bit. You do like to nudge her. I don't know if it's for the purpose of annoying her, but you do. Is that a pretty common behavior in the household?
Definitely, especially when my older sisters are around. They do it way more than us, so they influence us.
We learn from the best.
Well, your sisters have put their relationships out there for all the world to see. Obviously, that was a decision that they made. Do you guys see yourself doing that, or perhaps learning from watching them do that, consider the thought of not doing it?
I think we're pretty private. I think that we are kids. We're trying to, kind of live our kid life as best we can. So keeping most things private is what we like to do. We don't really show our friends on the show or anything else. We just like to, I don't know, we like to keep it to ourselves. It's better that way for the time being.
For the time being, I think that works.